there, good morgen, or in English, good morning. My name is Dr. Kimber Straussenburg, or you can call me Teacher Kim. Today we are going to learn more about what we learned last week. Now remember, last week we learned about states of matter. Say the phrase, states of matter. Yes. So, how many states of matter are there? Well, there are 3. For example, this flute is a solid. Yes. And our second state of matter, this juice, is liquid. And our last state of matter, the air that we breathe, that I blew into this balloon, is gas. Yes, so there are 3 states of matter, but today I just want to talk about the first state of matter, which is solids. Solids. Yes, and now also remember, all matter, including solids, are made up of very, very small particles. Particles. Yes, it is the smallest bit that we can break it down, but actually we can break particles even smaller into the smallest bit, which is called an atom. Atom. Yes, an atom is the smallest bit we can break something down into. And in a solid, all of the particles, all of the atoms are very, very close together. They are what we call tightly packed. Tightly packed. Yes, they are very, very close together. There is no space between the particles. For example, in this cube, all of the cubes, they are tightly packed. They are close together. I cannot even get my finger in between the cubes. And solids also have a shape. Shape. For example, the cube, the Rubik's Cube, it's the shape of a cube. Or my flute, it is the shape of a flute. It is a cylinder. Very long cylinder. Solids also have volume. Volume. Now remember, the volume is the amount of space that something takes up. So the amount of space that is inside the cube is the volume. The amount of space inside the flute is also the volume of the flute. So solids have a shape and they have volume, and the shape and the volume do not change. I can do many things to this cube. Voila, abracadabra. It is still a cube. It will not change. I can drop it into a bowl. Still a cube. It does not take the shape of the bowl. It is still the shape of a cube. This is what we call fixed. Fixed. Fixed shape and volume. Fixed shape and volume. This means that it will not change unless we add an external force. Whoops. Whoa. External force. Yes, the solid will not change on its own, but I can apply an external force and it will change. What is an external force? Well, it could be hammering. Ow! Or I could use a flame. The flame could be an external force. I could burn the cube. That would change the cube. Or I can use cutting like this. The scissors are an external force. Chop, 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 chop. I am changing the shape of this paper. Voila. And now I have a new shape. the shape has been changed by an external force, the scissors, or I can just simply squash something. I'm using my hand as the external force to squash this brain and change the shape of the brain. So that is it for today. Let us review. We have learned about states of matter. And today we talked about just one state of matter. We talked about solids. Yes, in solids, we can break it down into particles. And we can break particles even smaller into an atom. Yes. And all of the atoms, all of the particles in a solid are tightly packed. Like in this cube, they are very, very close together. Solids have a shape, and they also have a volume. The shape and the volume, they will not change on their own. This is what we call fixed. Fixed shape and volume. Yes, they will not change unless we apply an external force. Yes, so that is it for today. Thank you very much. I will say Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.